Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Today from getting home from work, got the grandkids again today. So getting home from work, my granddaughter was like playing in my room. This is her playground. I'm so happy that it's cleaner, as in there's floor space now. But she loves to come in here and she likes to play with all the things. And I know I was describing that before. So she brought me this cute little ice cream cone. I did not make the ice cream cone. This was made by Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. Now, Elaine might be looking at this going, I don't quite remember that. Well, yes, she did do the ice cream cone. I made the flower. I think I've mentioned if things are kind of in a semi-state, flowers, pieces, parts, and I got a lot of pieces and parts laying around, you know, her and her cousin were like, hey, Nana, can I have this? Okay. So she sewed the flower on herself and she was working on the eyes a lot. And she wanted to put the safety eyes on. I explained to her, I said, well, you can't really do that, baby, because you can't put the plastic backing on since the ice cream cone itself is finished. So she tried multiple times and asked me to help her remove what she had worked on. And we put on these two eyes. She picked out the colors. There you go. So this is her ice cream cone and joining in on all of the embellishments and the fun. The ice cream cone, like I said, this was made by Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. I bought off of her from her Etsy shop. I got this monster. I just thought it was the cutest thing, right? That's just me. I like the one-eyed monster. It really does have just one eye, right? There's just the one-eyed monster. And I just think it's so quirky. It's just, I fell in love. Obviously I got it. And then this guy right here, he is awesome. I think that thing is absolutely fabulous. And she didn't want her monster critters to get lonely on their travel, so she sent the ice cream cone with it. I believe that is something she does with a lot of her orders. There you have it, because it wasn't ordered in my name. So there you have it. Let's see. So that was an unexpected thing for today. Like having the grandkids today was unexpected, but it was joyful. And yeah, it's just how that works. It's great to be close by and be able to assist family. So another thing I wanted to show, I started working on, and it's big needles. And we know I don't really prefer big needles in bulky yarn, but I thought I would at least try the pattern the first time, although I don't know why. Why did I do that? But anyway, try the pattern at least the first time with more towards the recommended. Did anyone else? Actually, I know a few people downloaded this pattern right here, this cute little bunny tail pattern. This is a paid for pattern on Ravelry. When I first brought it up and showed everyone, you had one day, you know, that's how that goes, to download the pattern for free. There was a code on it. It was free. The code expired Central Time something on the 23rd of October. But if you're interested, I'll link it below and you're more than welcome to find it, pay for the pattern if you want to make this. So I'm like, that bunny tail. I mean, did we see the little bunny tail? Trying to get it without the ring light. Look at that. Look at that. And it's knit, and I knit it. I did. I like to crochet my baubles, but on this is such a big pom-pom looking thing. I knit it, and the pattern calls for 2 strands, an Aran weight mixed with a lace weight yarn to equal a bulky weight, and you're using size 8s and size 10 knitting needles. All right, so you cast on with 8s, and then you move up to the 10s, and there you have it. Okay, well, I was looking around trying to figure out, well, what yarn am I going to use? And I realized I have this. This is Red Heart brushed. I thought, you know, nice fuzzy kind of feel and everything. So I had a ball left over, a partial ball from making my husband's blanket. And of course I had multiple skeins left over too. This is, I got the ball band now. This is, like I said, it's Red Heart Super Saver brushed. Working with his blanket was the first time using it. It's 5 ounces, 141 grams. It equals 253 yards. I believe it's a 100% acrylic. Pretty sure it is. It's a number 4 weight, and it tells you to use an I crochet hook or a size 8 knitting needles for this. I am using this doubled, you know, I don't know what that equals, but it's bigger than a worsted. I know that. So I'm using it doubled. I cast on with the 8s and I started with the 10s, right? And it's thick. It's thick. And I'm making the size small. I just wanted to make it, and then I can work on who it's going to fit or not fit after that. Look at that. Look at the little bunny tail. And these are 10s right here. The double points are 8s because I didn't want to go digging for my 10s because I don't use the big, I do have them though. I do have them. I just don't use big needles very often, so they're put away. Not sure exactly where they are at the moment. I think I know, but I don't want to go dig for them. So here we are with the bunny. And it is just such an amazing use of cables. So you've got cable crossing right here below the tail. You have one cable crossing here, and then you have another cable crossing. So you don't have but a few cable crossings for this entire thing. And the hat's pretty close to being done. Right now, my next round is to decrease what's on the double pointed needles down to just about nothing, and then tie that together, and then take those 12 stitches that are on my cable needle right here, and that's where I create the bunny ears. So it is just about finished. Fit wise, I don't know. It's not been on a head yet. So, you know, I know I shove everything on my head, whatever, knitting wise, but yeah, it's really cute. I like that, you know, you can definitely see the bunny thing on that. And I thought, here's my prototype. I get this one done, and then I would play with it. Now the pattern is pretty detailed. It is interesting because the pattern designer has written the pattern. It starts off with knitting it in the round. Great. I prefer knitting in the round as opposed to dealing with the seams, but you know, depending on the needles and what have you, go for it. And then under that, she has the instructions for knitting it flat. So you can knit it flat and do the seams. So you have a little bit difference on the cast on, and you know, just different instructions for that, right? And then below that, she has all the charts. So there's a lot of pages in the pattern. If you wanted to print it out, a lot of pages. What was messing me up was I like using the chart, which is fine and dandy, but I'd be at the chart, and when I'd scroll up to see, because there's a little asterisk by the rows that you're supposed to be doing some decreases on. You're not doing decreases over the chart where the bunny is, but you're doing decreases on the back side where all the purl stitches are. You know, so I would scroll up to see where are my instructions, what am I doing, and then come to go back down, and I would get on the knit flat as opposed to the in the round, and there's some slight differences. So it did confuse me a little bit. You know, I had to pay attention, and I didn't really like that, but that's just me. Okay. You know, I think it's fantastic that the designer did that, and I think it's a wonderful opportunity for people who want to make this beautiful hat and they are not comfortable knitting in the round. I take it for granted. I've been knitting for a lot of years. I've got the needles. I even have the size 10s. I don't want to go look for it, but I have them. You know, I'm very comfortable with that. I have all the tools. Why not? It alleviates one seam. Okay, got it. And you know, seaming and bulky, that's going to be big, right? You know, I mean, that's a big seam with bulky yarn. And well, this is 2 strands of worsted together, so whatever. But I thought that was just kind of an interesting way of doing that. But the pattern, again, it is very well detailed. There are charts, there's written instructions, there's all sorts of other stuff. It is definitely not the minimalist pattern. It's definitely not a minimalist pattern. There's a lot of detail and a lot of information in that. And I haven't seen anything else like it. Maybe you have. I haven't. I think the closest thing would be, and obviously not the bunny rabbit, is the owls. When people would take that with the cables, just do a couple of well-placed cables, put some buttons on, and holy cow, your cable now looks like a bunch of owls on whatever it is you're making. And that's what this reminds me of. Very well-placed cables and a big bobble. I mean, that is the bunny tail. I had to go with what they showed. I followed it. Like I said, a lot of times I will crochet my baubles, but this one was just too cute and too perfect to not do exactly as written. And I think it's adorable. It just adds so much, and I'm looking so forward to putting the little bunny ears on and having that completely done. I think that's going to be so adorable and so absolutely cute. So these are the fun things that I've been working on today, is helping my granddaughter with the eyeballs and with the snow ice cream cone that Elaine made, and then I'm working on the bunny hat. And once I get this one done, I'll go ahead and I know I'm going to make some more with different yarn and different whatever, and come up with some things. One of the things I was looking at is the chenille yarn that my granddaughter took home last time. I'm like, where did you find that? I'm like, oh, it was definitely one of mine. She's like, it was in one of the chairs over here. Man, oh, okay. But what it was is that just chenille yarn that Premier has that you can get at the dollar store. I didn't get it in my dollar store. Mine doesn't carry it, that type of stuff. I'd have to go to a different dollar store, and, you know, I found it once, right? We know how that goes. And I think that with that light pink, because I have one skein left, so I don't think I have enough to make the hat, but I think that would be absolutely adorable with the little bunny. And that's what I was looking at, is something that had some fuzz, and that's what I was looking at with this brushed, Red Heart brushed. I do have some of this, I think, in a grayish color and a taupe color. And I'll look around, you know, something else that I think is soft, fun, fuzzy. And for that matter, now that I'm aware of the construction of this, I can use any weight yarn I choose to, cast on more stitches for the actual hat, and the rabbit portion itself will just be the size that it is. It might be smaller because, well, if I'm using smaller yarn, go figure, then that's going to just be some smaller rabbits, and I could maybe add 2 or 3. Who knows, right? I did see on Ravelry one of the things that people did, because, you know, you always see all the different patterns and the way other people made it. They made the rabbit with one color and the rest of the hat with another color. That really pops and stands out. So there's a bunch of options, and there's a bunch of fun stuff, and I think I'm going to have fun playing with this hat, and I believe the kids will really enjoy this. So we'll see. I mean, kids have their own desires and their own wants, and some things that we think they're going to love, they're like, they're too old for that, or what have you. But being that my oldest is 8, I think I got a little time. So I'm gonna have fun with this. Who else downloaded, who else, when it was free, and obviously pay for it if you choose to, right? You know, because it is paid for right now. When it was free, who else downloaded it and started it? I mean, are you already done with yours? Did you finish yours? I mean, I think there's a lot of people out here that are just so amazing and quick. I'm pretty sure there's 1 or 2 of you out there that have done it, or it's on your list. It was on mine as soon as I saw it. It's the cutest thing. I had to. Can you see that for Easter? If you've got the little girls, you know, little Easter hats or what have you. I mean, oh my gosh, so adorable in pastel colors. Oh, yeah, I'm just, yeah, this is so much fun. Well, with that, let me know what you've done, or what you're going to do, or plans and dreams of doing. And yeah, I have fun with knowing what everyone else is playing with. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.